Last night, Taylor Swift was spotted in New York City having dinner. That's not unusual on its own. Taylor lives in New York. She has dinner all the time. But when you look at who she was actually with, that dinner stops being a casual night out and starts looking like the most strategic family meeting of the year. Because last night, Taylor wasn't just at dinner with friends. She was at dinner with her dad, Scott Swift, her closest collaborator and music brother, Jack Antonoff, her ride-or-die best friend, Ashley Avignone, and her quiet wedding vibes friend, Jerrod Carmichael. That's not a friend hang. That's the inner circle. That's the people who would help plan a wedding. And the timing, 66 days before her reported wedding, has fans absolutely convinced that something major is happening behind the scenes.
Taylor, this way!
Here's the full picture. Monday night, April 27th. The Jane Hotel in New York City, a historic boutique hotel in the West Village. Taylor walked in wearing a striped blue and white dress from Staud, a $325 piece called the Wells dress with a corset-style panel through the waist and a full skirt that hits below the knee. She paired it with brown heels and a yellow Dior handbag. Classic understated Taylor. Not a red carpet outfit, not a paparazzi bait look. Just Taylor going to dinner with the people who matter most to her. Her father, Scott Swift, was right next to her, visible in every photo. Best friend Ashley Avignone, the same friend who was at the wedding band shopping meeting last week, was also there. Jack Antonoff, the producer who has worked on every major Taylor album for the last decade, joined the table, and comedian Jerrod Carmichael, a quieter friend of Taylor's who was also spotted with her during Bridal Fashion Week, was there too. 5 people, 2 months before the wedding, in the city where the wedding is supposedly happening.
Taylor, wow. Taylor, this way, this way.
Congratulations, girl.
Congratulations, Taylor, right here. Taylor, this way.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Taylor. Nice to see you.
Taylor.
We love you, Taylor.
We love you, Taylor.
Yes.
Now think about what this means. Scott Swift is the man who will walk Taylor down the aisle. He is the man who has been part of every major decision in her career. The fact that he flew to New York for dinner the night before a major wedding planning week is a massive signal. Jack Antonoff is the music director of Taylor's entire creative life. If Taylor is planning to perform at her own wedding, which sources have hinted at, Jack would be the one helping her arrange it. He's also her closest creative confidant. The fact that he's at the table with her dad means something musical is being discussed. Ashley Avignone has been part of every recent wedding sighting, including the ring designer meeting last week. She is one of Taylor's most trusted friends and is reportedly involved in the wedding planning. And Jerrod Carmichael was photographed with Taylor during Bridal Fashion Week, when she walked through the Upper East Side in an ivory maxi skirt that fans dissected for hours. The fact that all 4 of these people are in New York with Taylor 66 days before the wedding is not a coincidence. It's a wedding strategy session disguised as a dinner. The location matters too. The Jane Hotel is in the West Village, close to Taylor's Tribeca compound. It's the kind of place that has private rooms, quiet corners, limited photographer access. It's where you go when you need to talk about important things without the entire world watching. And the fact that Taylor showed up there with her father and her closest creative partner, instead of just having the meeting at her own apartment, suggests this dinner was something more than just family time. Maybe a meeting with planners, maybe a venue scouting trip, maybe both. Fans on social media spent the night dissecting every angle. One commenter wrote, "Scott Swift doesn't just show up for a casual dinner." Another said Jack Antonoff, plus Scott Swift in the same room means music for the wedding is being finalized. Another said Ashley is at every wedding meeting. This is a wedding meeting, and honestly, they might all be right. Now here's the wild part. While Taylor is having strategic dinners in New York, wedding planners are publicly arguing over whether the wedding is even in New York at all. a high-profile celebrity wedding planner who has worked with Glenn Close and Brad Pitt, just went on the record this week saying that the entire Manhattan wedding story might be a lie. He believes the couple's biggest concern is privacy, and his bold prediction is that they're actually getting married on Liberty Island. Yes, that Liberty Island. The home of the Statue of Liberty. He suggested a clear-top tent with views of the statue and fireworks visible from the shore on the night of July 3rd. He called Taylor as American as apple pie and said the location would be perfect for the 4th of July weekend. Other planners polled had different theories: the Plaza Hotel, the Met Cloisters, the Rainbow Room, even a Brooklyn waterfront buyout beneath the bridge. The consensus among industry pros is that nobody actually knows where the wedding is happening, and that's exactly how Taylor wants it. The save the dates went out without a venue. The guests don't know, the press doesn't know, and the only thing anyone has confirmed is the date, July 3rd. Everything else is speculation. The dress speculation is also getting more specific. Sources have revealed that Taylor's wedding gown is being inspired by the dress Elizabeth Taylor wore for her wedding to Conrad Hilton in 1950. Taylor reportedly spent so much time looking at old photos of Elizabeth Taylor while making the music video for her song that she became enamored with the movie queen's style. When she started thinking about her wedding dress, she pulled up Elizabeth's old gowns online. The design she fell in love with is described as old-fashioned with a tight waistline and lace detailing. Sources also say Taylor may even borrow a piece of Elizabeth Taylor's actual jewelry collection, though she would have to get approval from the estate. Given that the Elizabeth Taylor estate publicly praised Taylor's music video as a remarkable homage, that approval might already be in the bag. Imagine that. Taylor walking down the aisle in a gown inspired by Elizabeth Taylor wearing a piece of her actual jewelry. The full circle moment is almost too perfect. The breakup rumor that went viral over the weekend is also still being debunked across every outlet. A parody account on X posted a fabricated quote claiming Taylor announced she was ending her relationship with Travis. There was no announcement, there was no breakup. The account literally has the word parody in its bio. But the post racked up millions of views before it was flagged. Fans are still stressed about it. Multiple outlets had to write entire articles just to confirm the obvious. Taylor and Travis are still together. The wedding is still on, and the only thing that ended this week was the credibility of whoever posted that fake screenshot. The wedding plans themselves are also reportedly changing at a rapid pace. Reports today indicate that Taylor and Travis are running a very tight ship, but adjusting elements as they go. The guest list has expanded. New celebrities have been added, including Zoe Kravitz, who was rumored to have been snubbed but is officially invited. Sources say the wedding is shaping up to be quite the summer affair. The wedding is no longer being described as small or intimate. It's being described as a major celebrity event. That shift, combined with the leaks, is part of why Taylor is reportedly on edge and why she may pivot some details before the day arrives.
I know it's going to be fun to plan. Because I think the only stressful weddings are the ones where you have a small amount and people are on the bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And you have to evaluate or assess your relationship with them.
Yeah.
To see if they should be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. This is why you're anyone I've ever talked to.
Meanwhile, the wedding bands are being made. Sources confirmed last week that Taylor and Travis met with ring designer Kindred Lubeck at a private members-only club in Lower Manhattan. Kindred designed Taylor's engagement ring. She just launched a new bridal collection. The rings are being fitted right now, and the daily flower deliveries are also flowing. Travis is sending Taylor bouquets of roses, hydrangeas, and orchids every single day in the lead-up to the wedding. The romance is happening. The strategy meetings are happening. The dress is being designed. The rings are being made. The flowers are arriving, and Taylor last night sat down with her father and her closest collaborators in the city where the wedding is reportedly happening to talk about all of it.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially tying the knot, and their wedding date and location have now been revealed. According to a source who spoke to Page 6, save the dates have already gone out, confirming that the couple's big day is set for July 3rd in New York City. The news comes as a surprise, as there had been multiple reports that the pair were considering Rhode Island for their wedding, where Swift owns a large estate next to a hotel.
So here's the takeaway. Taylor's dinner at the Jane Hotel last night wasn't random. It was intentional. The people who were there, Scott Swift, Jack Antonoff, Ashley Avignone, Jerrod Carmichael, are exactly the people you bring together when you're making big decisions about a wedding that's 66 days away. The fact that they were in New York City suggests the wedding is in New York City. The fact that they were having a quiet dinner in the West Village suggests the planning is moving into final stages. And the fact that this happened the same week celebrity wedding planners are publicly debating whether the venue is even in Manhattan is just more proof that nobody outside of Taylor's inner circle has any idea what's actually being planned.
They've been everywhere and they have the accessibility of their own planes. So
Yeah.
the world will be their oyster to choose this.
But last night, 5 people knew. And in 66 days, the rest of us will find out. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.